Hey, what's up, y'all? I just want to thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for getting the presets, getting the templates. There's so much I'm going to give y'all today. I'm going to show you how to mix your own song. I started out as an artist. I'm an engineer, and I started out mixing my own songs. I want to show y'all how to do the same thing. Even if you got to make it real quick, even you got somebody who you pour in there, you just need to whip up something real quick. I want to show you how to do that, man. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm about to show y'all 5 steps to mixing your song. First one is going to be leveling. And so first thing with leveling, what I'm going to do, first thing I done dropped all these plugins off. I done turned them off for the most part. I done just left everything with Autotune. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play you, and then I'm going to play around. I'm going to show y'all what it's like to balance leveling your vocal. And this is balance leveling your vocal. Let's just go with this.
Yo, what you got? What you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free with the hold up.
So big thing with this is that you hear that the vocal is quieter than the beat. It's not louder than it. What I do with this is I'm watching the levels, but I'm also ear. Ear is more important than anything. Of course, you don't want to digitally mess up anything, but what I'm going is straight is really ear. And so what I'm doing, I'm seeing this, I'm hearing that it's not as loud. I could raise it up louder, but I know also what I'm gonna add. When I start adding effects, I'm about to start adding volume. For once, I just want balance. So let's go do it.
Yo, what you got? What you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free with the hold up. I know who.
So you mean, so I raise up that vocal, it sound more forward and front. Basically what you want, the principle you want to take is if it's all raw and you're leveling, can I rock out to the song? Of course it's not dangled with effects, but can I rock out to the song where it's just bass leveling? So it's all about balance. I'm just balancing it with the beat, a little bit in front of the beat, a little bit in front. That's the principle I take, as I do a little bit in front. Now second is Autotune. Autotune, what I do, I extract the chord track. I extract the chord track from the beat like I have it up here. And what I do is that I look for a key that I feel like, I look for giving me a starting point. This is for a starting point, it's not a finished point. I don't have an auto key for the Autotune. Unlimited people, you just throw the auto key on there and it's gonna show it for you, which is cool. But for me, I use this as a starting point. It's not always, this really is in B flat minor, which is right there, which is cool. You know, it doesn't always turn out that way, but this time it did. So what I do is that I have the Autotune and it's on B flat minor. So cool, it's not heavy on here. He didn't need that. Retune speed. The retune speed, the lower the number, the more Autotune you have. So if you want the T-Pain, you want to go to 0 and probably raise the humanize. The humanize is literally what it says. It makes it more human. It makes it more natural. So retune speed is more Autotune, more pitch correction. Humanize is just, you know, make it more natural. Those are 2 principles you want to take with that. And so third, you have EQ, which is my favorite, and I think it's the most important thing. Oh, everything together is important, but EQ is what shapes the vocal. Absolutely. So I'm gonna show you how to EQ. Now, how to EQ, we're gonna take it. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take it. Apologize for that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take it, and I'm gonna start with this here. This wasn't a lot. I didn't do a lot in here. I did multiple things with different EQs. So I have about 4 things EQing. Fourth is actually in the virtual mix rack, which is Slate Digital. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this real quick. And then we're just gonna turn the EQ. This we're gonna attenuate. I'm gonna show you how to make it, make the Q small, and then how to sweep and find frequencies. Take it out. Once you take out frequencies, not too much, but enough for your voice to be clear and how you want it with the song. Once you get to that place, you are set. We're just trying to make it clear. We're trying to remove what we don't need and add what we do need. All right, let's do it.
Yo, what you got? What you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free with the hold up. I know who with me, yeah. 3 and 1, we winning. I've been dancing on my.
You see how this is like, oh, if we were to add that, we wouldn't want that. So for me, I need to take that out because that is still, and that sound is still within the vocal recording. And so wherever I'm recording that, there's still this noise in there. And so I want to take that out, and we're going to take that out. We're going to dip it out. We're going to see what it does to my vocal.
Yo, what you got? What you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free with the hold up. I know who with me, yeah.
So you see how instantly clear that was? I'm telling y'all, 500 to 200 is the range. If you want clear, you want to lift that way it sounds like that mud and that little bassy stuff off of your voice, you won't go to the 5 or the 2s. That's what you want. And so what I'm gonna do, that's what I always do. I come to 5 first. I low pass, I do the low cut joint, and then I go straight to 5. Here I kind of got big cuts. I don't like I do narrow stuff, but sometimes it don't always need that. You just do what it needs. You know what I mean? I got other cuts taken out other places. You know what I mean? So let me show you. So yeah, we got that, and so even over here.
Yo, what you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up. I know who with me, yeah. 3-1, we winning. I've been dancing on my ceiling, cause I
See, that was a little bit. You know, you hear some sound there. You take it out. You don't want to take out too much because you know what's going to happen. Your voice is going to be sounding weird. You're going to be like, "What did I do?" And a lot of times, your vocals being sound weird. 90% of the time, you go back to EQ. You either took out too much or added too. You either took out too much or added too much. That's just the way it is. And so next, we're going to go to compression. This is my baby. This is what I use to make it even, to put it in pocket, and to push it forward. I like forward vocals. You know what I mean? Forward vocals is everything to me, and so that's the way I do music. And so you can make them even just a little bit in front, or you can make them push them out. You can push them out to where it's like the baby. You know, the baby, the vocal would be in front. So what I do it's a mixing of compression. It's a mixing of squeezing it, adding gain, and doing that to multiple compressors will raise up your volume. And so what I'm gonna do? So first I'm gonna go virtual mix rack. My bad. Virtual mix rack. I'm gonna go in this joint. I got the 2A right here. This is just emulation of the 2A.
Yo, what you see, let me.
A little bit of gain reduction. I'm tucking it like it's hitting the compression. Is hitting the compression, and what it's doing is just doing a little bit of squeezing. Since it's doing that little bit of squeezing, I'm trying to how to say this, like, well, they say attenuate, like the word, but me personally, I'm trying to like control it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to control it. For me, it's all about, I don't want that vocal going everywhere. I want it in one place. And so what I'm doing, that's the whole point of compression. I want to squeeze it, attenuate, make it even and clean.
Yo, what you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up.
Just a little bit. It's just 3. You know, you can smack it to 6. A lot of people like the 6 again reduction. You can smack it there. That ain't where I'm taking it right now. And so, plus I got other compressors doing other things. And so when we're going straight to this RVox. We're going to add this RVox. This is what I usually use. And if you're a beginner, what I really use is the RVox to really push it forward. Let's say if it was Studio One, I'll use the fat channel. I'll probably use FET. You know what I mean? Because they're good with pushing that vocal where it needs to be. And so let me show you what the RVox do.
Yo, what you see, let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up. I know who with me, yeah. 3-1, we winning. I've been dancing on.
See that little boost in volume, and so more you compress it on this one. I forgot what kind of compressor. I'll be dead honest. I forgot what kind of compressor they said this joint. It's like a downward compressor, some stuff like that. But when you compress, it like raises up in volume, and so that's why this gain knob is set to go just negative and not gain up. Because the more you compress, you're squeezing the vocal, but it's also raising up in volume. And so what I do is I take it up and then I bring it down gain. The whole point of bringing it back down, you want it kind of back down to kind of where it was before you were to do it. Because the whole goal, you're just trying to compress it and put it right there. But at the same time, you're putting it where you need to be. But also, you want that level to kind of go down back where it needs to be because you don't want it louder than the beat. You know what I mean? So what I do RVox, that's how I do RVox, and then our compressor is just to doing. This is for me is the magic right here. This you can do it. You can get your vocal right with everything I've just showed you. This EQ and compression and then the last step, you'll be fine. Trust me. But anyways, we're gonna show this, and then we're gonna show what this is doing.
Yo, what you see? Let me load up. You got keys when I roll up.
Boom, 3 gain compression. Let me show you what it's on with that.
Yo, what you see? Let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up. I know who with me, yeah.
It just got that more official. You can hear the compression, and our compressor is a very smooth compressor. And so what I do, I'm also raising the gain a little bit because naturally, unlike the RVox on regular compressors, the more you compress it, the softer it get. My bad. The softer it get, and so I raise up that gain to bring it back up. And so with those two, when you're bringing, the RVox to kind of raise it up. RVox to kind of push it forward, compression to kind of really smooth it out. And then the last, I'm doing a little EQ, and then the top EQ. We're still in this EQ, but this top EQ, what I use channel strip for. I use transcript. I use the transcript really for the EQ. I don't really use it for anything else. Just for that top. Because when you add something with this joint, it is so visible. And when you add it for the EQ, it's so visible.
Yo, what you see? Let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up. I know who with me, yeah. 3 and 1, we winning. I've been dancing on my ceiling.
I mean, it is just mad visible. I mean, you can hear the harshness a little bit. It's a lot. It's a lot, which is good though because I like it. That's why I like it. So, boom, and then the last one, reverb. I ain't gonna forget this reverb. And so this is. Look, I'm not doing no song without reverb on it. I'll be dead honest with you. Like it's unless I'm just raw spitting, it still might have a plate in there with it. Got this verb. Also slash, delay, all that type of stuff. And so let's show you what the reverb gonna do.
Yo, what you see? Let me load up. You got keys when I roll up. Sun do shine, let me soak up. Yo, I'm free when the hold up. I know who with me, yeah. 3 and 1, we winning. I've been dancing on my ceiling.
Boom, a little bit of reverb. Not gonna be able to hear it too much, but it just adds some space. You know what I mean? You see what it sounds like when it's like all the way up. We don't want all that all the time. We just want. We want that space. It gives it a feeling as well. And so what I didn't change it too much from what it naturally just pops up as. But the mix is all the way up. I kind of widened it. It ain't too high. Reverb is all about space. You know what I mean? It's all about the recreating a space. You know what I mean? What's naturally of a room. And so dampness is just big. I'll be dead honest. Dampness is huge because the higher the percentage of dampness, the less you're gonna have that wash sound in there. Length is also how long that reverb lasts. Reverb don't just shut off right after you hear a vocal. It just don't shut off. That's controlled by the length. The length of time, it literally stays decaying. If you can understand that, the length of time it stays decaying, and so that's what I have on there. It's really simple, but with these tools, with these 5. That's all you need to mix a song. Leveling, Autotune, EQ, compression, and reverb. So it's just to break it down again. Leveling, we're trying to balance. Balance beat between vocal. We're trying to balance beat between vocal, ad-libs, all that stuff. I didn't really show the ad-libs, but ad-libs, you just want them quad. The ad-libs are literally easier, and for the artist, it depends on how you want. You might want some Migo ad-libs, or you might want some low, Cardi type ad-libs. You know what I mean? It depends on what you're doing. And so for me, leveling, doing balance. Autotune is all about finding the right key, for how much correction you want, how natural you want it to be. EQ for clarity. We're trying to take out that stuff that ain't supposed to be there. Add what do need to be there. Compression, we're trying to smooth things out. We're trying to get it in pocket. We're trying to get it into place within the beat where we want it to be. And then fifth, we reverb and effects. And so reverb and effects, we want to create space. We want to create reverb. I would say like this. Like reverb and delay. They would make the experience, in my opinion. They make some of the most experience of the song is through reverb and delay, and so it would create the feel. It literally creates the feel. And so reverb, delay, adding those effects. Those are the keys you need to mix a song in any DAW. It don't matter what you're using. That is really all you need. Leveling, playing with the knob. EQ, attenuating Q and taking stuff out, adding top end. Let me show you. Yeah, I did show you out top end. I'm tripping. And then third, compression. You don't have to do a whole lot. You can do a little with multiple, just squeezing it. And then this ain't anything else I forgot to show y'all. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for what I think. And so yeah. And so in reverb and effects, you know what I mean? If you're in Studio One using the stock reverb, we're playing with size, I'm playing with length, I'm playing with the mix and dampness, you know what I mean? I'm trying to create the type of reverb for this song, you know what I mean? So not super long, mix full up, dampness. I don't want it too washy because it's a lot of spitting in the song. You don't want no washy reverb. Dudes just trying to like spit. That's too much in there. So I just have it kind of in the background just for space. You know what I mean? There's breaks between it, and so that's what the reverb kind of comes in handy on this. And so yeah, y'all, that's what it is. 5 steps to mixing your own song. I hope this helped. If it didn't, or you have more questions, just hit me up in the comments and I'll tell y'all. I'll make another video to clarify more things or individually on each thing if that's what y'all want. So I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. What could be better? We still all growing, so I appreciate it, y'all. I'm probably gonna I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be giving this template away. It'll be in the description. So